evening, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to Dinner with the Doctor. Let me change up that banner. Put on the ticker here. All right. Yes, we've got some fun stuff for you tonight. My voice just cracked. Great way to start the night. You can tell I've been talking a lot today, right? Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Let me start off with a little animation. Let's just see what we're looking at tonight. We've also got the description for anybody who's read ahead. Little shopping trip of horrors, my little homage. All right, let's see who we've got in today. Hey, Nutty. Oh, hope you had a good day too. Welcome in. Welcome in, Nutty the squirrel. Welcome in, Wookiee lover. Such a cute dog you got. Welcome in, Rosalind. SCL Sigma. I'm not sure exactly how to say the rest of your name. I'm just going to call you SCL Sigma. Welcome in. Greetings. Kim Valetta, hello. Hello, good evening. Hello again, Nutty. Sherry C333, welcome in. Crab Apples, great to see you tonight. And Yellow Moon, awesome. All right, 1 second here. All right, let me just get things going here. So everybody, hopefully you've had a great week. Hope you had a good time. Hey, Cowboy Dog, welcome in. Tonight, I'm a little bit excited. I finally get a chance to go over a real shopping trip from Foodie. I know some of you already seen it, but maybe the doctor could give his... Oh, speaking of the doctor, I got to put my little disclaimer up real quick as well. No, not that one. This one. Here we go. Yeah, I'm not really a doctor. Just anybody who's new on the show, want to just put that out there. I am not really a doctor. I am just a guy who calls himself Dr. Phil. It's my stage name, if you will. Hey, Skinny Queen, welcome in. My good pal, Sarah Jane from Skinny Queen Reacts. Glad to have you in here tonight. Sarah Jane has a fantastic stream coming up tomorrow. I got to tease it just a little bit. It looks really interesting. It's going to be a very surprising update, apparently, in a very old case. Maybe Skinny want me to mention it by name. You can tell me in the chat. I'll if you want me to give that away or not. But yeah, welcome in anybody I've missed. Welcome into any lurkers, and welcome into anyone watching the replays as well. You're much appreciated. And if you're watching the replay, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Hopefully you're enjoying it. Okay. So we've got a few, as much as I also want to do this video of Chantel and Salah getting flooded out, but I feel like the grocery shopping is the really cool one. So hold on a second. Let me actually go back. I'll be back in 1 second. Let me switch up the video again real quick. Okay, there we go.
Hello, Foodie Beauties. Hey there, Beezers. Want a personalized video from me to you that you can keep forever? Or maybe a special shout.
Okay, so there we go. We got the video loaded. Oh, welcome in. We got a few more people. Let me welcome in a few more folks before we get started. Oh, hello, welcome in, Lady Nighthawk. Good to see you. Oh, yeah, there are bots going around, Skinny. And sometimes they'll say things like, hey, for a contest, come and join my Instagram or something. If you want to join my Instagram, I have a link to it on my channel page, and that's the only Instagram page that I have. I don't have any other, so I don't have any other social media at this time either. Just want to make that clear. So if anyone's posing as me, I don't think that's an issue, but if anyone is, just want to get that out there. Welcome in, Yellow Moon. Oh, Camps, welcome in, buddy. Oh, yes, I know. That is crazy. This is such an amazing haul. Hey, welcome in, Gigi Ferris. I love that picture with the cat with the birdie. Hey, what the fox? What the fox? I get it. It took me a second. All right. Yeah, bots are annoying. Unlike bats, which are great for the environment. They eat a lot of mosquitoes. Oh, and yes, Lady Nighthawk, thank you very much. Please thumbs up the live if you're enjoying it. And please subscribe as well if you'd like to see more of this content. Okay, we're going to get started with the big thing of the night. I don't want to have people waiting, especially if you're watching the replay. Don't want to make you wait all night. So let's get started with it. Is everybody ready for that? Let's go.
Shout out. Or maybe you just have a pressing question for me you want answered.
Is Foodie very loud tonight for you folks? Would you like me to turn her down a little bit? Because I'm not sure if it's just the gain on my headphones that's a little bit loud, or if she's just recorded loud.
All you have to do is request a personalized video or direct message from me on Cameo. It's super easy. Cameos also make great birthday or special occasion gifts. Hope to hear from you. Bye.
I don't know why I just advertised Foodie's Cameo. I just forgot to fast forward it. But whatever. Yeah, in all fairness, she has a right to advertise her products.
Hello guys,
Whatever.
welcome back to another video.
All right.
Today I wanted to take you guys
A little bit loud. Okay, I thought she was a little bit loud today. Because I have a separate headphone that I can adjust the volume with, so I can always get it louder on my end, but I don't always know how it's coming in for you folks. So thank you for that, Nutty.
grocery shopping with us just to show you what it's like to grocery shop at a co-op in Kuwait. Now there are privately owned grocery stores and there are government subsidized grocery stores that are called co-ops. Generally the prices at cooperatives.
And I just want to say also, I remember a long time ago, Skinny and I were joking about how Chantel and Salah are subsisting on government subsidized falafel. And it ended up kind of being true. They really do have government subsidized food. And I think you could get falafel there. Now, we all know that Foodie is not really that hard up for cash. If she were, she wouldn't be ordering out twice a day, 3 times a day. But let's see what she bought, right? She said she was going to start cooking. And I said, I'm going to try to construct some hypothetical menus that she can produce with the food she bought. What would I do? I like to think of myself as a healthy chef, a creative chef. Could I do any better? Let's see what she picks up, right?
Stores are usually cheaper depending on the items and the sales going on. Today we're shopping at a co-op. So yalla, let's go.
Sorry.
Alright. Few packs of Maggi.
Awesome. A lot of salt. Start.
And of course, I'm going to get some Indomie or instant
More salt. Excellent. She's already got like enough sodium to kill like an entire garden full of slugs.
ramen noodles. My favorite kind is the chicken curry flavor.
That's a cover shot right there, that chicken curry. Now you can see where I got my my picture from, by the way. Yep, that's her. And is Amber in this store? Is she hiding somewhere? Because later we may have a little cameo from Amber. Apparently she's back home with her parents, but she's moved, she's single, she's doing her thing big time, and she's enjoying a few drinks. But yeah, let's get back to the foodie show for just a moment.
Next, some long macaroni noodles for a pasta bake.
Yes, I remember that.
And I got 2 loaves of multigrain bread.
That's a good point, Skinny. I have not seen any new orders out in a minute. Okay, so let's look at the card here for a second, because we have a good look at what's in here. All right, I am seeing here a heck of a lot of carbs. 2 loaves of bread. Bread is something that I'm not really a fan of in general. I think it tastes good, but if somebody's struggling with their weight, oh, no problem, Crab Apples. You've been a mod long before I was ever a mod on Skinny's chat or anything. You've been around forever. 2 loaves of bread. Again, bread is something I don't like to keep in the house because it's very full of carbs. It goes down easily. The noodles, they're not inherently bad, but an entire bag of noodles is it's a lot of noodles, especially when you got this whole other second box of ramen here. So Foodie is working on like a few kilograms of carbs already.
Also picked up 3 things of pita bread, white pita bread. It's a staple in our home.
Staple, as in it, all that bread staples her butt to the couch because she can't get up or move after eating so many carbs. That's how it's a staple.
And some burger buns with sesame seeds on them.
And hamburger rolls too. She is going nuts with the bread here. All right, as somebody who doesn't like to keep a lot of bread in the house, this is bread here for a family of 5. This is so much bread. Maybe she doesn't plan to go to the store again for a month or two. I don't know, but this is a heck of a lot of bread. 8 buns, 2 loaves, all that. That's just so much bread. So much bread. It really is. Darn, that's a lot
Now
of
my
bread.
favorite part, the deli. And this is some strong smelling Romi cheese. It's kind of like a Parmesan and a sharp
Welcome in, Amber.
aged cheddar. Look at all the pickles and olives. I'm
A
in
lot
heaven.
of breads.
So we got 1 kg of black olives. And
I gotta pause. Crab apples. I love that comment. I eat a lot of oatmeal, and that's and I don't eat bread. And a big reason I eat that oatmeal is because it's so much more filling for me. And especially if I put some sugar in there, some maple syrup, it's like a dessert, and it really satisfies me. And it's just and there's extra protein in oatmeal compared to most breads, more fiber compared to most breads. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't eat bread if you love bread, but if you love bread too much, don't keep too much at home, right? Skinny made a great point. She said she doesn't like to keep a lot of Halloween candy early, and I think that's brilliant. I do the same. I think it's so it's so easy to be our own worst enemy sometimes. You know what, Camps? You know yourself. That's the most important thing. We got to know ourselves, right? Okay, Skinny. So I'm not crazy about the amount of bread, right? That's like 1 week, all foodies, right? It really is. And she tries to insinuate some of this is for Salah, but he doesn't seem to pick any of it out.
I also got half of a kg of the sliced sour pickles.
All right, she said she got 1 kilogram of black olives, I believe. Olives are nutritious, but they're very calorie dense. They have a lot of oil, and it's good, healthy oil, but not. You don't want to eat large amounts of them when you're struggling with your weight. I think Foodie makes the mistake that a lot of people have kind of that old-fashioned nutritional mentality who think that, oh, well, this is nutritious. Bread, olives, cheese, these are good, nutritious foods. If you're trying to put on weight, yes. But if you're already very heavy, that's not the kind of food you need to be eating. So I think that's the mistake Foodie makes. Is she's eating like somebody who who is not hundreds and hundreds of pounds overweight. And that's the mistake. She's setting herself up for failure. 2.2 pounds of olives is I mean, you could build a weapon from that. And the sodium, yes, Wookiee lover. I forget about the sodium sometimes. Oh, welcome in, Tink Frog. That's an interesting point, but I think you're right.
Here I got some butter.
I really do believe that you're right about that. That I think when Foodie gets home, I can totally imagine her sampling a little bit of the different things that she got. Like she's not even really that hungry, but she probably, as soon as she gets home, she probably has to take a bite of all the different stuff just to taste it. I could just see her doing that. Yeah, so it's yeah, and the quantities and especially because it's just her and Salah. If it was a big family, sometimes you have to buy a lot of stuff. You got a lot of people to feed. There's no choice. But she knows, and she gets all that takeout as well. And like Skinny said, the takeout has not been coming in as frequently. She can eat that entire container of olives in a day. Wow. I don't want to stop the show to look it up, but anybody familiar with how many calories are in 2 pounds of olives? Because that's got to be a lot. That's got to be like 1,000 calories of olives. That's got to be huge. He likes the dino nuggies. Yeah, Salah has so you can always tell Foodie's food versus Salah's food. Like, first of all, Salah's food's in a human-sized portion.
And some shredded mozzarella cheese.
All right. This is what, and that's the other thing. Foodie goes absolutely berserk. She goes berserk. And when I say berserk, I mean like a Viking warrior going berserk. With that dairy. She just goes like she's crazed. She get the amount of dairy she buys. I like dairy. I digest dairy very well. I don't get indigestion from it. But I don't think I could eat a fraction of that much dairy without eventually. I mean, it's just so much dairy. This is just the beginning. This is like the prologue here. This butter and this mozzarella cheese. This is not even scratching the surface of the amount of dairy she buys. I mean, it's got to be at least 1 cow's worth of dairy.
And I also picked up a container of heavy cream. It's good to have on hand some cream just for
It's fat-free?
sauces or soups.
Okay. Yes, the Watcher. And welcome in, the Watcher. Let me catch up on chat for just a second. I'll pause it, just try to catch up a little bit. And I'm sorry, Kimberly. Which item was fat-free? I want to make sure I'm correct on that. Again, Wookiee Lover, I've got a feeling, and this is something I've done, especially when I was at my heaviest, not to anywhere near like Foodie's doing it, but I was guilty a lot of times. I'd buy foods and I would just eat it as soon as I got home. Like I would buy like ice cream and I would eat the ice cream that night. And I know I'm not the only person who's done that. So it's I've just learned, the hard way over time that it's okay to have some ice cream on occasion, but if I keep a lot of ice cream in the house, I'm going to end up eating it. And I don't want to set myself up for failure. So I don't like to keep ice cream in the house, right? And Foodie needs to understand that. She needs to not set herself up for failure. Oh, wow, that sounds really good. I mean, it's so funny. Like, I can't tell if you're in character as a squirrel or if you're serious, like that's what you eat. But either way, that diet should work. That sounds like a good diet either way. Like, I know that would work for a squirrel or a human. Yeah, at least I think that would work for a squirrel. Yep. Yeah, she seems the type. Welcome in, Dee. Chartel the diplomat. Yeah, she's the Canadian ambassador to Kuwait. Just think of how many Kuwaiti people are going to the first Canadian and the only Canadian some of them will have ever met is Chantel. Think about that. Making her country look amazing. That's just a good old-fashioned diet, Camps. I mean, that's how I try to eat. Reduced sodium olives. Good thinking, Rosalind. Yeah, olives are good, but just don't eat a kilo. Pumpkin seeds. Again, same thing. Just don't go so crazy with the amount. Yeah. Welcome in, the Watcher. Oh, and she has no gallbladder. I often forget that. But with somebody with a gallbladder, this is an insane amount of dairy to me. It's just massive. And not what she has already. She only has a little bit in there so far, but she goes nuts. All right, I'm going to read through some of your comments and let this play because I don't want to stop it for too long. I love those two. Welcome in, Oranges.
Ansela got some sliced chicken mortadella deli meat for sandwiches.
All right, chicken mortadella. That's a weird one for me. I have never gotten that in my life. I've never even seen that for sale, really, come to think of it. I would assume that's like chicken with like a lot of chicken fat mixed into it. Like it's probably very fatty. I don't like chicken fats. I don't think I would like that. But mortadella in general is kind of like bologna from my understanding. It's kind of made from pureed fat and meat. I mean, not to say there's no such thing as good mortadella, but it's a very fatty from my understanding. It's not a lean deli meat. So and it's salty as well. So all right, 655 calories for 1 pound. All right, thank you, Rosalind. So 2 pounds is over 1,000 calories. Okay, I actually underestimated it. I said only 1,000. It comes out more like 1,300 for 2 pounds. Yeah, the crazy amount of bread. Hey, Kidney J, welcome in. She is utterly obsessed with dairy. She can come get it straight off the teat, the way she likes it. Oh yeah, KJ did a great video today. Anybody who's at all interested in this kind of content, who likes seeing people like just totally like go nuts with their shopping and their dieting or lack of dieting, Kidney J does a great video on Pink Fairy. So definitely check her out. Like post a link to her channel. That's more than cool. That sounds. I like big cookies myself. Interesting. I was totally unaware of that, oranges. That's very interesting. See, that's a totally new thing for me. That's why I need to like really go get some real proper education on this nutrition stuff, because I'm always learning something new. I want to really learn it properly. Oh, what is the mortadella? Mortadella, well, I already kind of described it. It's, from my understanding, it's made from like pureed meat and pureed fat. So it's very high in fat compared to, it's like a bologna. All right, let me get back on the show. By the time she's done, yeah. Oh,
Lonely
That's
Pringle can.
oh yes,
All right,
please.
and we have
Thank you
some
very much, Lady
tortilla
Nighthawk.
bread.
Let me put on my little banner. Oh, and I also want to make a moment. I want to pause to stop. Icy. Oh, geez, I forgot. You know, Icy, also known as Chili. She was very kind, and she can't always make the live shows, but she said hi, and she put in $20 support for the show. And I just want to take a moment just to shout her out and thank her, and just say if she's watching the replay, I hope she's enjoying it. And thank you very much for the support, Icy. It's always appreciated. All right, let's get back to the show.
Your favorite papa? Yo guys, what's up?
And yes, the card is magic. Ooh. So we're heading up to the top floor where they have all of the specials and sales.
That is a good
Sale
question.
items.
The number of types of bread they got. She got pita. She got 2 loaves of wheat, it looked like. She got, what was the other bread that she got? Now I can't remember, but we'll see it when we go look at it again in a
we're gonna
minute.
go check that out.
She got like 4 kinds of bread though.
And I found
Oh, and I want to ask you folks a question. Do you think that Chantel was using the cart like to help her balance herself a little bit? Because I'm surprised that she walked this entire place, and she actually did a video proof of her walking around, which is something she doesn't usually do. So that's the fact that she recorded it. I'm thinking that I don't know why it took her a year. Maybe the walking in Thailand helps her get in better shape or something. I don't really know what it is, but the fact that she made it around the store, as much as I crack on Chantel, good. It's a step in the right direction, Chantel. It's a lot of steps, and they're all in the right direction. Take those steps. Walk around that store. Like buying a bunch of stuff you shouldn't eat, that's not the right idea, but at least you're getting exercise walking through the store, so it's better than nothing.
2 for the price of 1 tortilla. Lucky me.
Oh, and tortillas, another kind of
We
bread.
found some
Oh, and the
Mr.
banana,
Potato, which is like a knockoff Pringles bread.
What do you call hamburger, not banana. Hamburger buns, and she got the tortillas here. So yeah. He looks pissed at him. I think you know what it is, Nutty? I think he wants to just like get some things for himself, but he knows he kind of needs Chantel to put up the money. And he doesn't really want to be here with her, but she's probably complained that he doesn't buy the right stuff for her. So she's like, I need to come along, make sure you get exactly the right kind of chocolate and the right kind of chips and the right kind of, this and that. Yeah. Right? Like, I think I went off my diet just watching. Yeah, the kinds of bread and cheeses. There are a lot. The kinds of cheese, so far, I forgot the name of it, but it looked like Swiss. And she also got the margarine. So that's 2 kinds of dairy so far.
Brand, but
These potato chips, Pringles potato chips. That's basically starch, potato starch.
actually tastes the exact same. So I got nacho and sour cream and onion flavor. My favorite is sour cream and onion. So close up of Mr. Potato because it's just hilarious.
You know, Wookie, that's always possible.
Some Reese's cups.
All right. Now here, I believe here Chantel did not show us exactly what she purchased. She showed us buying candy. That's true. She did show us, but I think she bought even more than she showed, because when she left, we'll see how many carts she left with. But I remember her leaving with multiple carts. So there's some other stuff unaccounted for in here somewhere. But yeah, chocolate. I'm not against treating yourself to some candy. I get myself some treats. But Chantel is dangerously overweight. She's dangerously obese. It's not a game for her at this point. So to buy even just one piece of candy would be a treat for her, because she really needs to watch her health. It's not even buying a whole bag of candy at her weight is just setting herself up for disaster. And she buys more. You'll see. Oh, and that big bag of chips. That's true.
Some puffed corn sticks. They're so good.
Ooh,
Some
I like that theory a lot, Wookie Lover. That she that's why you see more stuff at the end than what we see her putting in, because that would explain it as well. That Salah she kind of went in there, picked out the stuff she wanted, and then she's like, all right, Salah, you can go get the rest of the stuff now. That's probably what happened. She went in there, filmed the stuff that she wanted to get, made sure she got exactly the items she wanted, and then she's like, all right, Salah, you can take whatever money's left on the card and go get yourself some actual food. And has anybody seen anything you could make a meal with? Like, yes, we saw the buns and that kind of thing, but we're seeing mostly snacks, side dishes, at best side dishes. Where's the beef? Where's the meat? Where's the I know she buys a little bit of fish at the end. That's good. But that chicken mortadella, that's not like that's kind of a snack food. That's not really what I would consider a good choice for a main course. Yes, it's chicken, but it's mostly fat. Crab apples likes to cook with ghee, clarified butter. That's a good choice. I like olive oil a lot. That's my favorite, but I do like butter sometimes. I'm not as fancy as you with the ghee, but I do like some butter. I like unsalted butter. I like just add my own salt. You think she cut out halfway too? I guess I was giving her a little too much credit. After the lemons, she bails. Okay. You know what? I'm going to pay better attention to this part because I didn't watch it in that quite good detail. And you know something? That's a good point, Camps. It's not treating yourself when you're already it's treating yourself. You're gaining a little weight for the holidays. Hey, we're human, right? Even if you're overweight, it's okay you don't have to be perfect all the time, right? But Chantel is so dangerously overweight that she's trading her health at this point to eat. It's not a matter of putting off her diet or anything. She's absolutely trading her health. She's trading her quality of life. All these she eats are the treats, and they're not treats when you eat them all the time. It's a treat when it's occasional. I mean, and it's debatable how often you have to eat something before it stops being a treat. But whatever that amount is, Chantel is past it. We can all agree on that. She's well past the point of these things being treats for her. And a 3-pack of salad dressing. That just frustrates me because vegetables are one of the few healthy things that Chantel does eat. She's better than me sometimes with the vegetables. I'm not the best eater with vegetables. She eats her salad. But where she messes up, though, is she never has her vegetable. Well, I don't want to say never, but she usually covers them with dressing or with labna or with cheese or fry. She always puts something on them. If I eat vegetables, I eat them just fresh. So, that's something that I think she makes a big mistake on.
Ranch, Thousand Islands, and French salad dressing.
Oh, and I bet these dressings are probably all soybean oil as well, which is especially unhealthy. In my opinion, I don't have like a ton of science to back it up, but the little bit I've read has indicated that.
My favorite's French. What is your favorite salad dressing? Okay, I know the cart is magic and all, but I was still paranoid that the cart was gonna run away and the thing was gonna malfunction and all my mortadella would crash all over the place.
Oh, mortadella actually is a lot like Spam. I think that's actually Spam is kind of like pork or ham mortadella. Mortadella is like bologna. It's like chopped up purified meat and then kind of packed back together. It's definitely not, it should not be your first choice, especially if you're thinking about being healthy.
We have some olive oil, also a staple. I don't know if you know, but I'm about to become a chef, so I'm gonna need all of these things. Thank you.
Okay, that was the line there. Let's hear that again, folks. Let's hear that again. We just saw the stuff that she bought. Now, admittedly, there might be more somewhere. She might be getting some more groceries delivered or something. But I'm not seeing a lot of stuff for cooking. I'm seeing a lot of instant snack type foods. I mean, look at this majority of this cart. Everything in this bottom area. This is a giant thing of cheese puffs. This is a giant thing of corn puffs. What is this white thing here? I think that was also a giant thing of carbs. Tortillas, pitas. But yeah, she wants to be a chef, but if she wants to be a chef, I mean, all right, butter, some of the stuff is good, but I just, like I think it was Oranges just said, where's the Worcester sauce? Where's the steak sauce? Where's the lemon juice? Maybe she already has that at home. I'll give her the benefit of the doubt, but I'm seeing mostly junk and snacks. I'm not seeing a ton of
I'm about
ingredients.
to become a chef, so I'm gonna need all of these things. Thank you.
Yeah, I disagree.
Another must-have is Red Rooster, and it's dirt cheap, so get two.
Hot sauce is not the worst. It's actually kind of healthy. Chocolate and hot Sammy's. Welcome in, sunshine.
Steak sauce.
Okay, she does get some steak sauce. That's not the worst.
Jar of pasta sauce.
All right, pasta sauce. I gotta say this, and in general, I'm not against the pre-made pasta sauce. I don't think it's terrible, but if you're trying to be low calorie, trying to be low carb, you're working on a diet, trying to work on your weight, a lot of them are loaded with corn syrup and or sugars. If they have a little bit in there, it's not the worst thing, but an easy way to avoid that is to use canned tomatoes or even fresh tomatoes if you want to spend the time. But even if you don't have the time, you can get tomato sauce that doesn't have as much sugar. You just have to read the label and be a little more careful. And it's not quite as sweet if you're used to the kind with the sugar, but once you get used to the kind without the sugar, the other kind's going to taste too sweet for you, at least in my experience. So, and the kind Chantel got there, that's loaded with sugar. That's just the regular stuff.
I could drink yellow mustard. Heck, I probably have. Don't do that at home.
Oh, no problem, Kenny J.
A can of mortadella.
More
A
mortadella.
block of it. It's kind
That's the second thing on mortadella she got. Mortadella is like Spam. That was a good call.
of like a
Jack.
Spam, but with chicken and halal. 1 can of chopped tomatoes.
Exactly what you love her. All right, canned tomatoes, the good choice there.
All right, and now for the fresh produce. I love the smell of fresh herbs. So I'm gonna get some carrots here.
I gotta pause. I'm pausing a lot, but we're having so many great comments. I love these comments here. She refused to. Watcher says she refused to deny herself of anything, good or bad, and that is Chantel is has a demon of gluttony in her, and I say that a bit jokingly. You know, I don't think she actually has like a real demon that, you know, like that. But I mean, she has that spirit of gluttony in her, where she just cannot deny herself. She won't deny herself. Just anything that she sees, if she wants it, healthy, unhealthy, doesn't matter who, you know, doesn't matter anything. If she wants it, she's going to try to take it for herself. She's just a true glutton in that sense. She calls it, I mean, she tries to sugarcoat it, but it's gluttony. That's what it is. So let me get back. And I like that she's buying vegetables and greens, but again, most of the time she uses them as a vehicle for sauce, a vehicle for cream cheese and things like that.
Some green peppers as well.
All right, peppers. Those are big old carrots right there. I don't even think Foodie could grab one of those carrots with her hands as swollen as they are. I think she would need 2 hands to grab one of those carrots. But yeah, the peppers. I've got a feeling that these peppers, if they get used at all, are just going to be a way to stuff them full of rice and chopped up mortadella or something like that.
Some lemons.
Oh, I do like that
Some
Kerrygold butter.
nectarines. I love these. They're already almost all gone.
Yeah, not a lot of salad compared to the amount of dressing.
Some fresh white mushrooms and a bag of potatoes. I think they're white.
Okay, the bag of potatoes here. I'm not against potatoes in general, but she already bought like 10 bazillion loaves of bread and packages of pita bread and tortillas and corn chips and other chips and breadsticks and rolls and hamburger buns. And she bought so many like different kinds of bread, and she probably has a 10-pound bag of rice at home, because she said that there were things that when they came back from Thailand were still good to eat. Like I think she said the eggs and the rice. Oh, and the pasta too. Yes. Thank you, Camps. The pasta as well. Yeah, there's just so much stuff that she's bought as far as carbs, that when you add 5 freaking pounds of potatoes on top of that, part of my accent. I don't know what accent that even is there. That just came out. Potatoes, 5-pound bag of potatoes. Well, golly gee willikers, that's a lot of potatoes. I mean, and potatoes, yeah, and I'll agree with crab apples on that. I would probably take the potatoes over the bread too. And I apologize, I missed some comments. I know I rushed ahead a little bit. Welcome in Sour Cat Lemons. Welcome in Alexi 2002. Welcome into anybody I missed. I know I probably missed a few people. Welcome in Alizu. Sauce is the entree in her dishes. Everything else is just the side. I agree with you on that. Same thing with the pasta. She just kind of pours it in. Well, Alexi, you know what? Let's give her a day or two. Let's give her a day or two. But I mean, if she's not cooking, what's she eating? Because I know Chantel's not going 2 days without eating, right? And also all the pasta, Sour Cat lemons, things. And welcome in, Sour Cat. The veggies are just for show. She won't eat all the veggies. I kind of agree with that. I think a lot of these veggies are for show. I think Chantel has that mentality of somebody who doesn't cook a lot, where they like the fridge to look like on a cooking show, or like they think a fridge in a restaurant looks like, where there's like, some of everything and they can just reach in there and grab any ingredient and cook any dish that they want. Anybody who cooks a lot knows that you cannot keep every ingredient in your fridge. You're not a restaurant. If you keep every ingredient in your fridge, some of them are going to spoil. You buy the stuff you're going to use, so it's fresh, then you use it, and then you go buy more. And sometimes you'll buy a little extra if it's a good price, or maybe you'll plan ahead for something else. That's fine. But just buying a little bit of everything with no plan what to do with it, because I was like thinking, all right, what kind of meal plans could she make with this? We'll talk about that at the end of the video. But it's like a little bit of everything with no plans. Like she didn't plan the meals. She just bought the ingredients, then she's going to think of the meals later. Yeah. Oh yes, Skinny, please hit the thumbs up if you folks like it. Carrots to sweeten it. That is true. If you like carrots, I love carrots. They will add a nice sweetened taste. Yeah, where's the meat? She bought steak sauce, but no meat. She gonna just drink it? She's not gonna cook and film it. It will be too hot. Well, fall is coming up, but it is still probably too hot over there. I mean, at least for her it is. Oh wow. I don't want to know about that. I cannot stop buying my olive oil, so I don't even want to know what's going on. Yeah, she's looking distended. And the fact, like Camp said, she's not denying herself anything. All the stuff with the high fructose corn syrup, and I don't hate high fructose corn syrup. I don't think it's automatically worse than anything else that's loaded with sugar. Most things loaded with sugar are not that healthy. But yeah, it's for Chantel, that's not something she should be avoiding that, because it's just got so much sugar in there. She is a demon child. Carrots ain't free. Oh, yeah, but I don't think she could. She needs to buy something that she can get her hand around, though. Crab apples. It's an easy mistake to make, because because the name doesn't really sound clearly like the name. The words in English don't really mean anything. Mortadella doesn't mean anything in English, so there's no way to know what it means unless you've seen it before. So don't feel bad. I agree with that. I know people like that. They just buy all the vegetables for show. I don't get who that is. And she is swollen too, Alexi. That's a very fair point. I know Chantel's she's put on probably 100 pounds. Oh, hello again, Sour Cat. She's put on probably 100 pounds, but them taters, my southern drawl came out. I think I've been watching too much wrestling, and I think that's where the accent came from. I've been watching some classic wrestling clips. It is hard to stream and keep up, but you guys are awesome. I enjoy trying. Okay, it's a bread plan. Oh, she doesn't buy any cleaning products or cat food either. Like, you know what, Nancy, as somebody who's not a pet owner, like that just didn't even dawn on me. Like the cleaning product stuff, I thought, well, maybe she might have some from before she left. But she still needs some more, probably, right? Eventually that stuff runs out. Yeah, carrots are great. Okay, let's put the video back on.
Potatoes
Folks,
are
you're
much
sidetracking me with your awesome comments. Like tanning
Gotta
oil.
have some tomatoes.
A lot of us did, but it was
So I had to
sugary.
excuse myself and use the washroom. So Salah finished some of the list. He got some mixed berry juice, as well as...
Did she say that he got some mixed berry juice? I want to hear that again. Did she say that he got some mixed... Oh, you're right. I think that was Orange just pointed out. This is Salah's hand. She did kind of call it quits after the lemons, because this is not her hand anymore. You folks are right. I was not... I realized it was Salah's hand, but I didn't put two and two together that everything became his hand from this point forward. So yes, the more observant people in the chat, you caught this before I did. Absolutely. And the price on this juice is not too bad, but still, juice is the last thing Chantel needs. Too much
So
sugar.
I had to excuse myself and use the washroom. So Salah finished some of the list. He got some.
Okay, I misheard that. She had to excuse herself and use the washroom. And we all know that she could absolutely, Chantel has no problem fitting into the toilet at the toilet stall, the average Kuwaiti public toilet. So that's not just a story she made up so she wouldn't have to walk around. Of course, she's really in that washroom, right? Okay, yeah. Seriously, the folks who called, I gave Chantel too much credit, as I often do. I'm maybe a little too optimistic, but it gets beaten out of me every episode, so. But I'm a little too optimistic. I like to think that Chantel is working and walking and doing better, and hey, she's doing a little bit more. It's not much, but it's a little something, right? No, she gave up halfway through. She went outside to sit in the car. Thanks, Susie Q. Welcome in, Susie Q. Probably did. She probably did. Okay, let's Salah finish the shopping, and welcome into anybody I've missed. Welcome into any of the chatters. Any of the commenters watching the replay, and welcome in again all the chatters. Thank you for coming in. If I missed anyone,
Mixed berry juice, as well as some other kinds of juice.
Oh, geez.
Some lemon
feel
and
better,
mint
Susie.
juice.
I'm sure your son will be all right.
Some labna.
Labna. That stuff, labna is not, from my understanding, it's not as bad as like cream cheese because it's got a little more protein, but it's still kind of fattening. It's not as healthy as say Greek yogurt or something like that. But it's not as bad as maybe cream cheese. But when you add it on top of the rest of the stuff that she's getting, she's getting the all the other dairy and all the other fattiness and all the butter and the cheese. When you add the labna on top of that, it's just so much more dairy, so much more cheesiness, so much more fat. And it for somebody with no gallbladder, I don't know how she eats this stuff. She must be using that toilet full time. Putting in some miles. Nutty.
Parmesan cheese mountain incoming.
A little bit of corn syrup here and there.
Halloum cheese.
What? Oh, let me see this again.
Incoming.
Full can of Parmesan, of course. Can't go without that. But seriously, this is only enough for like one serving, isn't it? This is only half a pound of cheese. That's not going to be enough for more than for all that pasta Chantel bought, right? And next, more cheese.
Some halloum cheese.
Halloum cheese, a double package. That looks like well over a pound. More cheese.
Kerrygold red cheddar.
Gotta have the more cheese. Don't forget the 3 bags of shredded mozzarella she got in the beginning.
Yum. As well as a big bag of shredded cheddar.
And of course, another bag of shredded cheese. That's what, 4 bags of shredded cheese, 2 things of whole cheese, sliced cheese, labna cheese, the sliced Swiss cheese from. That is so much cheese. She could start a pizzeria. She's got enough cheese to start a pizzeria.
Some whitefish and some
geez.
salmon fillets.
You're right, Wookie. I don't know why I'm hopeful. I think it's just something about me. I just can't
These
stop.
roasted, crunchy chicken strips are the best I've ever tasted in my life.
All right, this is what Salah got for himself because he knows that if he waits for Chantel to cook, he's going to starve to death. So he got himself these chicken strips so that, if there's like a minute or two when Chantel gets a little bit of sleep, he can use that to sneak into the kitchen and make himself a little bit of food for himself. And that's what this is. This is his rations. He gets these chicken strips because he knows that if he's waiting for Chantel to see him something, it's not happening. Yeah, it's still cheese.
some ice because you know I like everything extra ice, so
Serious poo-poos.
yeah, that's a must.
She does, Sour Cat. Oh wow, thank you, Sue. Let me read Susie Q's comment here because she's got some extra intel. Intel from Chantel. She really did go sit in the car. It's not a supposition. Someone left that comment, and Chantel admitted in the reply, I'm presuming, that she really did go sit in the car. That they didn't have even a place for her to sit in the store where she was comfortable says a lot and doesn't say anything good. Every store has some places to sit. I know that some stores don't have a lot, but they all have some chairs. And I don't know how big they are, but that none of them were able to accommodate her, even just for a short period of time while Salah shopped, that's pretty wild. Because I'm sure even in Kuwait, they have places to sit for people who while others shop. Well, Lexi, she may have said that with her mouth, but her body is saying no, no, no. You're not a fan of that the canned Parmesan? Yeah, it's not my favorite either. All right, butter and sugar sprinkled on top. That's very tasty.
These are cream cheese squares. They're
More cheese, cream cheese. I don't really consider cream cheese, but for Chantel's purpose, it's cheese. It's dairy. This is another pound at least. She's got like realistically, she's probably got like over 5 or 6 pounds of cheese and dairy products. Like if we just weighed it on a scale, she must have at least 5 pounds of dairy and cheese in that cart.
basically like kiri cheese. Some snack brand chocolate bars.
Chocolate bars.
Some Lion brand peanut chocolate.
I think crab apples. I think her colon has turned into more of a dash. It is at this point. It's moving a lot faster. Or maybe it's completely. Maybe her colon has become a full stop. My little grammar joke for anybody out there. Late grammar puns. The syndicated jokes. That's a popular one. I like that on occasion. It's a nice treat. Yes, please late night talk. Anybody is not subbed and you're enjoying the show, please why not give a sub? Hey, it's better. It's cheaper than buying a sub. Yeah. He's not a fan of the canned parm either. I'm not a fan, but I will eat it. But I'm not a big fan. And yes, Elizu, that is something that I think is a really good point. When you go grocery shopping, especially, and again, when I say this stuff, if somebody doesn't have any kind of issues with weight or with food and they're doing well, then keep on doing that. I'm not trying to tell anybody what to do. But if you're somebody who that you struggle with weight, you struggle with overeating or eating the wrong kinds of food, you want to go to the store with a plan. You want to have some meals in mind. You want to have some. The audio came out, and now it's back. Okay. Yeah, I guess that was just the internet. That was probably just the internet. If it just goes in and out like that. Okay, let me repeat what I said then. Sorry, folks, that went out for a minute. Okay, audio is better now. Okay, well, that's good. Welcome in, Lost Tamale. Trying to catch up on the chat here. You gotta write in chat 100 times. I will be on time. No, you don't have to do that. Welcome in, Janet Pirate. Chicken strips. I think they're halal, right? Something for fast food, that's good. Like that's a good choice. And I encourage people to do that. You don't have to make everything from scratch, especially if you work a lot, your family works a lot. I understand that. But back to my original point though, just real quick, don't want to spend too long. Chantel's shopping does not have a plan. I'm sorry to whoever said that. I missed it. But she's just buying whatever she draws her fancy, whatever she feels like binging on. And I don't like to use that word too much because it's overused, or maybe not overused, but not always used in the correct context. But that's what this food is for her. This is binge food. This is stuff that she's gonna just chow down on. This is not stuff that she has a meal planned for her and Salah. Welcome in, Nancy Jennings. Oh, you can see Chantel sitting when the carts roll out. Oh, thank you. Okay, let me let the video roll a little bit. I'm going to try to read through a few of your comments silently.
Chocolate bars.
Chocolate.
A pack of Milky Way chocolate bars.
Conspiracy theory time. Conspiracy theory time, Nutty. And everybody else, do you think that the other reason she went to the car is because she couldn't wait to start snacking? Like she had a box, like she took one of the bags of candy and just checked out and went to the car and just started eating it immediately. Like she just couldn't even wait. She immediately just tore it open and she just had to go to the car and start eating it. I think that's what she did. Oh, Mel Mai, welcome in, Mel Mai. Thinks that first she blew out their bathroom. Okay, I like that. I like that theory. That's what I think. I think she went to the bathroom. She was in the bathroom. She was using it up. She couldn't wait. She tore open some food. She paid for it she ran out. She paid for it, and then she just sat in the car and talked and texted Salah telling him what to buy. That's what I think. Oh wow, and the amount she uses, that is going to add up very quickly because she uses what, like 100 teaspoons or something, literally 100 teaspoons.
Some chocolate croissant. I love this area, the bulk area. So we got some big, huge jar of pickles, a kilo of pumpkin seeds, barbecue flavor, and
a whole kilo of pumpkin seeds. I'm not a fan of pumpkin seeds personally. They're healthy as far as seeds go. There's nothing wrong with them. I just don't really care for the taste. But a kilo of seeds, that's a lot of seeds, especially if they're the shelled kind, because you can really eat those quickly. But if they have the kind with the shells on them, hopefully that'll take her a long time to eat, so maybe she won't go through them too quick. But yeah, blew out the bathroom. And yeah, crab apples. Thanks for coming in. But I don't, as long as you still have your time to study, right? That's what matters. Oh, and Elise likes cinnamon and butter in a plain crepe. That sounds like a nice little treat. I like just plain pancakes with bacon sometimes. Like maple flavored bacon. Just have a slice of that with the pancake with no syrup. I like that a lot.
Some other seeds, and they just have like all kinds of candy, and everything looks so yummy.
I have dinner golden too, right?
1 pack of red fruits flavored iced tea.
And the drinks that she buys. You'd think that Chantel would be buying water. If she's going to buy drinks, buy some sparkling water, something low in calories. This is sweet tea, from my understanding. And she buys a lot of juices, and juice is as much sugar as in soda pop.
And 1 pack of lemon iced tea. And lastly, 2 bottles of fizzy fruits drink.
I kind of feel bad for Salah because part of me thinks that maybe he bought one of those bottles of that juice drink for himself. And I just know there's no way that it's going to be there long enough for him to drink it. like I got a feeling like he's like, I'll buy 2 and maybe I'll have one later. Chantel drank both of those before they even got home, probably. Here's the checkout. They got $250 apparently. 3 carts. Apparently we could see Chantel as they're coming out. Is that her in that car? Which car is this?
At most grocery stores.
Oh yeah, there she is. You can see her in the car right there. Yep. She was sitting on there texting with telling them what to buy, exactly like we thought.
At least this one, they put the groceries into the car for you, which is very nice of them.
Yep. Excellent advice.
So our building happens to have a couple of carts that the residents here can use to bring their groceries up to their apartments. So I'll end the video.
That's how hungry Julia is. She's so like she immediately ran to the food because they're probably like have not like, and like you folks said, where's the cat food? Like they didn't buy any treats or anything for Julia. They couldn't even buy her like a little, and this is their first shopping trip since they got back. So it's not like they've, you don't have to buy something for the cat every time you go out. But if they haven't bought anything in over a month, well over a month, they couldn't. 3 carts of food with not even one little anything for their pet cat? I don't know. I feel like she deserves a little bit more than that.
with some clips of Julia being so cute, getting into the cart and just being her cute self. So I hope you enjoyed this grocery haul, guys. I look forward to cooking for you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
And Chantel uses Julia as a prop. She really does. Like in that video right there, that was such a like a prop usage of Julia. A whole bottle of cheese, yes. And Salah's probably the one that likes the seeds. That would make sense because the seeds are, especially if they're the ones with the shells on, Chantel would get frustrated eating those. I've tried that. I do like pumpkin bread, so I might enjoy that. All right, you've been studying a lot. All right, crab apples, and I give you permission to enjoy the show. And always the full sugar drinks. I'm not a big fan of the artificial sweeteners, but again, we're talking to somebody here, Chantel, who is literally hundreds and hundreds of pounds overweight, and it's not healthy weight in any way. She needs to do something about it for her health. She's actively trading her health for junk food at this point. Oh wow, Janet is you're on a very very high restricted on the sodium. Yeah, it's very, some people, if you got to know yourself, and I have a feeling that Foodie should probably be on a restricted sodium diet herself. Susie, we joke sometimes, but seriously, what is wrong with Salah for going along with this? I mean, we joke, well, he doesn't really care about Foodie, but just for another human being, at some point it should bother you that they're harming themselves like this. That they're really just at some point it would have to. He's I don't want to say gleeful, but he's very enabling. Like you see him patting off her face when they do the mukbangs, and he brings her extra candy bars and things like that. There's something wrong with the guy. Because he doesn't seem to enjoy it. He just seems to not care at all. And that's just so callous to not care about another human being at all. And I know that it's Chantel. We don't like Chantel. She's a terrible pet owner. And she's not a good person in a lot of ways. But that doesn't mean that Salah is like, why is he okay with this? He still should have an issue with it. Yep. She just takes his stuff. I'm sure of it. I'm sure if Salah buys anything for himself, he has to hide it. 3 carts. That's a lot of stuff. And I know some of it would last a long time, but not in a Foodie's presence, it won't. Agreed, Nancy Jennings. I would never be okay with my girlfriend eating like that. And it's not because I don't like her to eat or anything, but that is harmful. That kind of eating and shopping. I would say something. I mean, it's her right to do what she wants, but I would say, what the heck are you doing to yourself? Why are you doing this? I would ask her, why are you doing this to yourself? Because this is really unhealthy. You're throwing your health away. And in Chantel's case, it's not like, the difference between gaining 5, 10, 15, even 20 pounds, whatever. Everybody gets a little chubby here and there. But that's very different from being hundreds of pounds overweight. Very different. Julia wants to escape. They brought Julia to the store. No, they didn't. They just had her in the back when they were unpacking, looking hungry, miserable, and mad as always. Julia never really looks happy, I have to say. And I think, well, I take that back. Sometimes when she, like Salah is petting her, she looks content. But I never see her happy around Chantel. Oh, oranges. Something, I didn't even consider that, but that's a good point. Maybe somebody might be allergic to cat hair or something, and they're going to use that cart, and now they're going to get cat hair all over it. That is very, that's supposed to be like kept sanitary. People put their food in there. You should not put your pets in a shared, device like that. Yeah, it would be like a prison, Alexi. I mean, I've been heavy. But never to the extent where I couldn't even sit down in a chair. And again, the watcher, that's a great point. There's so many simple, easy places she could be making big effective differences. She wouldn't even notice it. Chantel could be losing weight so, I don't want to say easily, but relatively easily. Hey, nothing wrong with a treat, Nutty. Yeah, I try not to go crazy with the sodium. I don't like too much salt, but I don't have any actual restrictions on that. I drink a lot of water though, so that I know that helps. Um, a gallbladder helps with digesting fat. I wish I was more knowledgeable on it. It produces bile, and bile is released into the colon, I believe, and it breaks down fats and some other things, breaks down lipids. The body could still break down foods without bile, but it doesn't do it as well. At least I think that's what it does. I have to double check, but I think that's, if I remember my high school anatomy correctly. Salad wants her gone. Well, he's gonna get it sooner or later at this rate. Ooh, Lady Nighthawk, that's an interesting point. You think that he just kind of lets her snow him because he doesn't really have experience, with a real girlfriend who's gonna not take advantage of him and treat him decently? Possible. Okay, stores bile made by the liver. All right, Elisa, thank you. Thank you for confirming that. Uh-oh. Yeah, you got to be careful, Janet. Better safe than sorry. It's always better, better safe than sorry. I still try not to go too crazy with the salt. Okay, good. I remembered, I'm glad my high school anatomy was good. Oh, an espresso. Welcome to espresso. And that is a great point. I do believe that. I think Skinny made that point, that this cooking phase is only going to last until payday. Let me put on something here, a little palate cleanser. Would you guys want to watch the flooded trip to where they walk through their last trip in Thailand, which I thought was pretty interesting? Or would you rather watch the new Amber vid, the one with her finally getting to in her drinking in her new place and all that? Let me go through a few comments here. Okay, yeah, you have to avoid the high-fat food. All she has is the food to make her happy. Oh, I didn't know that, Camps. Well, hey, keep you. It seems like you're doing really well. That's what matters, right? Interesting. I didn't realize avocado was a 3 cards for 2 people. That's pretty wild. You're right, Nutty. Yeah, HFC. A lot of things can be said about her, but she's at least made some positive changes with her nutrition, and I think that Foodie could definitely learn from that. Learn, if she could do it, anybody could do it, right? All right. The new Amber. Okay, let's do it. The new. I'm actually interested in the new Amber too. And we can always do that. And the new Amber video is not that long, so we could possibly do both. Chantel has had issues without her gallbladder. She starts all the time. All right. Let me get the video loaded up. Give me 1 second, folks. All right. Oh, maybe we have a question. All right, it's going to depend on the question, Green Ranger. Welcome in. But as long as the question is a fair one, I think I don't mind answering. Oh, welcome in, Travis. We just did a video, a react to what do you call it? To Chantel's eating in her shopping, and now we're doing a video on ALR, who's kind of had some actual changes in her situation. She's single. She's ready to mingle. She's got a new place. I think it's with her mom, though, to be fair. But hey, maybe your mom's place is all right. Oh, geez, Green Ranger. That's a question that I think, maybe some people, rather not answer. I'm going to give my answer, and then maybe, I don't know if it's going to be a popular answer or not, but I'm going to be just straight up. She's still a human being. I don't necessarily like her. I wouldn't be sad, like, Like I wouldn't go through like a grieving process, but I wouldn't be joyful. I wouldn't take joy in it. That's for sure. I wouldn't take any joy. But I don't think I would go through any grieving process. I would hope more than anything that people could learn, that people could see that, you know, that her, you know, it's not a lifestyle, it's a death style. She's living a death style, and it's going to take its toll eventually. And if hopefully somebody else learns from that, then I think it won't be in vain. That's my belief. If other people can learn from it, then I think hopefully something positive will come from it. That's what I think. ALLR looking thirsty as ever. Right? She said she's single too, right? She's not gonna let that go quiet. Or just actually like the new Amber video. Okay, well, you know what? I am glad that because I was interested in it too. When I saw that she's got this new stuff going on, let's check it out. Let's check it out. I'm gonna look at your responses.
Enjoy it, but something I've also really. Hello. Good morning.
And I think she's a little bit quieter than Chantel, so I'm actually gonna turn her up a little bit.
So I'm trying to crimp my hair again because I realized really enjoy it, but something I've also realized, this side of my hair does not accept the crimp as good as this side. This isn't the first time this has happened. This seems to happen every single time I crimp my hair, and it's annoying and frustrating, but I still think she looks cute, so we're just gonna accept it. What do you guys think? I don't know. I've been loving the crimping. If you guys remember last vlog, last night I got a little drunk. it was a moment in time, okay? I just wanted to let loose a little bit, and so I did. It's definitely not gonna be something that I do often. But anyways, I am actually hanging out with my mom today.
Oh, you are very welcome, Green Ranger, and I'm always open to respectful conversation. You know, thank you for you know, putting it in a respectful way. I think it's a fair question. So Chantel, not Chantel, I got Chantel in the brain. ALR, and you can't spell alcohol without AL, right? Amberlynn puts the AL in alcohol. Alcoholer. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, she's really vamping it up tonight. She's got the little see-through cleavage action going. She's really working that bra is doing some work tonight. She's looking her best.
We're gonna go to a few stores. She wants to get a wallet for her new purse, and she invited me to go with her. And then she wants to make me this like recipe from her Pioneer Woman recipe book.
The look is dated.
She really likes. So she's gonna be making me dinner tonight, and I'm really excited. So I'm gonna try to vlog as much as I can. I think I need to touch up my nails, so I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna put on some rings. I already have my hoops on, my choker. You can't even really see it with this outfit, but I am pretty much ready for the day.
ALR is
so we're
cruising. I agree.
Outlet Mall.
So apparently, anybody who missed the intro, apparently this is ALR with her mom. She's going to the mall. She's cruising. She's dressed up. She's got her best push-up bra going. She's got the cleavage cut out. Not everybody's a fan of the top, but I don't know. I don't think it works that bad for her. But I have to see the whole thing. I have to see the whole look. But at least from, you know, up close, I think it's not her worst look. I'll say it like that. Oh no, I got you. I think I got you, Nutty. I think I understood your point. She takes a weird pride in drinking. Yeah, you know, Camps, that's an interesting point. And I think that you know, when we're young, we kind of see it as an accomplishment to be able to drink a lot. But as we get older, we realize it doesn't really just something you can do or not. Yes, the Watcher. Very good point. If Chantel passes young, it's through her own knowledge, through her own control. She was drinking 12% alcohol beer? That's strong stuff. Or maybe it was wine. Elizu doesn't like the top. All right, fair enough. Yeah, she is girlfriend hunting. She's showing off the bling too. She's got the double diamonds. She's got the earrings. She's got the nose ring, and she's not wearing the lip rings, which I think is better. I think she looks better without the lip rings personally. But
right now, and it's been so windy the last few days. But I actually just left my aunt's house. Can you guys even hear me? I don't know. Hold on. I just saw cousins that I haven't seen since they were babies, so it was a whole moment. It was pretty freaking great. But I think we're gonna go into Torrid.
She's gonna go to Torrid. Hey, you know what? I mean, and I know Torrid makes like bigger size stuff, but do they make stuff as big as Amber would need? Like, I don't really know like how big they make stuff there. I know they make like bigger size, but yeah, not to be, rude or anything, but if anybody shops there, do they know if they make stuff up to Amber's size there? Because she's getting pretty big. At least Amber is more honest about her weight though, because I think Foodie is as big as Amber at this point, and Foodie claims to be like 100 pounds less. I don't believe it. Crimping her hair to make it look thicker. Yeah, her hair is looking better today. I mean, but she's like we said, she's trying to find a new wifey. After their semi-annual tent sale, she should go to Bass Pro Shops. She should get a lean-to. She should get a pink lean-to.
Me and my mom. My mom's never been to Torrid before.
Her mom's never been to Torrid?
It's gonna be an experience. So let's go.
By the way, and maybe somebody can correct me on this one, because I'm not as learned with Amber's history as I am with Chantel. Amber, I thought she and her mom didn't, they had some bad history. I mean, I guess they clearly get along better now, but it's I hope that this is a good environment for Amber. Like her or not, I don't wish her ill. And if she's drinking, she has an addictive personality, and I just hope that she doesn't end up negative. I know her mom had some issues with addiction in the past. I believe she said that. So I just hope that this is, it doesn't work out badly.
So my mom saw this and she went, "Oh, you can bring Twinkie to Torrid?" Say hi, Mom.
Oh, wait.
Oh, we can make a heart.
She used to.
Oh, wait, that's cute.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
There is Torrid.
Oh, thank you, Burnt Cheeseburger. Yeah, they make up to a 6X. So I guess I'm not exactly sure how big that is, but I guess that's probably around Amber's size. I think Chantel said that she used to be a 3X or a 4X. So reasonably, that would possibly, some of them. Allegedly, her mom is sober now, Camps. At least I believe she is. At least that's what I heard. Yeah, welcome in, Burnt Cheeseburger. Welcome in again, What the Fox. Looking good for the next prey, right? She's really trying to. So I'm trying to think. It's like when insects camouflage themselves to look harmless, like a predatory wasp trying to look like a caterpillar or something. Okay. Yes, exactly, Elizu. That's what I've heard, and that's kind of the bit of fear that I've had. That it's not as long as her mom is in a stable place mentally, then it is what it is, and if she's comfortable, then that's great. But if she's not, then I hope that Amber is not exposing her to anything that's harmful. Okay. Chantel lied about a lot of things, but in particular, what was this one? Is ALR's fam overweight? I think she said that some of her family members are. Used to be a 6X. Okay, Burnt Cheeseburger. Well, I hope you're doing well now. I mean, wherever you're choosing to go, hopefully it's in the right direction for you. To an extent, it can be, from my understanding. It often goes in families, and sometimes that's environmental, but there can be a genetic element. So I just hope that this doesn't work out badly for Amber's mom. I hope it works out so Amber's mom could kind of maybe steer Amber in the right direction. Because if Amber's mom is doing better in her life, maybe she can kind of set a good example for Amber in some ways. So hopefully, I try to look at the positive. She can't camouflage maybe at the zoo. I think, hey, maybe I'm being too sympathetic, but I think at least from the waist up, I think that top works. Step away from the cardigans. Chantel was lied about the size. Never was a 3X or 4X. Okay. Hey, Burnt Cheeseburger. Well, that's awesome. I don't like to get too personal, but as long as you're moving in the right direction. I'm happy to hear it. You know, everybody, I share what you're comfortable with, right?
You guys, after a long day, my hair stayed curled on this side. And then this side, like I said, just it wants to stay straight. I don't know what it is, but
Is it just me? I mean, I do see this side look like it's not quite as curled, but it's still holding a little bit of curl. At least this part up front, like this part here, straightened out a bit more. Did she maybe pull that like where it, oddly? I don't know, but yeah, you know what, oranges? I kind of like that too. It's like a wholesome moment for Amber. I hope it goes in a positive direction, right? Instant noodles for dinner once in a while, nothing wrong with it. Yeah, that's my concern too, Elizu. Amber has a very addictive personality with foods. The way that she kind of hides what she eats a lot of times. She misleads people. She eats in secret. I know that's a very addict style behavior to use something in secret and to mislead people about how much you're using or what you're using, whether it's alcohol or drugs. In her case, it's food, and she exhibits a lot of signs of unhealthy food relationship. Not just being very, very obese, but just the way that she eats. It seems like she has a lot of food issues. So I could totally see that as well. Yeah, and I like it too. I think it's, you know, I don't hate that she's going out and having a little fun. I just hope that she doesn't mislead anybody. She's not a king size sheet and tarp when she eats. You know what, Nutty? I think that when she does the laundry, that's why they were charging her so much for the laundry, because one of her abayas was like a king size duvet. It's crimped like a Cabbage Patch doll. She always looks the same. You know something? I mean, I'm trying to be nice, but yeah, you're right. She's still ALR. Okay. Well, hey, you know what? Pho is tasty stuff, and if that was good on your stomach, then that's awesome. Terminally unique. That's a good way to put it.
oh, pretty. All right, we're gonna do a taste test. I saw these at the good old TJ Maxx. My mom saw them. Yes.
Hey, Wookie, and speaking as a guy, when I trim my beard, very often one side ends up being a little more bushy than the other. It just works out that way. Any guys in the chat can probably confirm that.
They're sesame chips, sweet and spicy, honey roasted pineapple habanero. Yeah?
Oh, God.
Ew, they smell no good. They smell like dirt.
Yes.
I don't know if you guys can see her face. One day
That's something, you know, as even though her hair is long here, it does not look as healthy as it could. It looks a little bit, you know, she's curled it. She's probably put some conditioner in. She's got it looking about as good as she's going to get it, I'm assuming. And I think that taking off some of that length and letting it grow back out, and hopefully maybe growing in a little bit healthier next time, would be the right long-term solution. You know, I've worn my hair long before, and yeah, it can get a little worn out looking. You do want to freshen it up. Sesame chips. Anybody tried those? Pineapple habanero. I don't know. I like sweet. I like hot, but I tried sesame chips a couple times. Different brand, but I was not too impressed.
you might. They look like this. All right.
Definitely not with the picture shows.
I forget how young she is watching.
Wait,
I thought she
they're
was...
so good. Okay, so what you guys are about to experience is something I would normally edit out, but my mom's like, no.
Travis, very much so. We are people at some point, they realize, you know, when they sin against, they know they're doing wrong. A lot of times they feel the shame even if they don't want to admit it, and their actions show that they feel it.
Keep that in there. That is us breaking out in laughter for who knows why.
You know, I enjoy seeing a genuine laugh.
Do you like it? Do you like it, Mom? She's going in for a second one to get the full effect. What do you think?
Ooh,
You think
that's
it's odd?
fantastic. I'll pause the video. Burnt cheeseburger, that is fantastic news. To be 283 pounds down, you must feel like a new person. Yeah, and yeah, sometimes we get a little bit joking here. We could be a little bit harsh with our humor, but it mostly, you know, comes from a place of understanding. I've been overweight myself, not quite as heavy as Amber, but you know, I've managed to keep off 100-pound weight loss. I'm doing well for myself. I know a lot of people here in the chat. They're somewhere on a health journey themselves. So I hope you're, you know, I hope you feel comfortable here, Burnt Cheeseburger. You know, there's a lot of us who are, you know, working and we make light of things sometimes because, you know, sometimes you got to make light of things sometimes, right? You gotta know when just to be able to have a little bit of a laugh and relax. I hope not nutty. I hope not nutty, especially if she's been drinking, because if she's been drinking, it's gonna loosen it up. just, you know, not to give TMI, but
They're sweet. You literally taste the pineapple sweetness. Like when you swallow, you get the little
sponge on a
habanero.
stick.
Wow.
Ooh,
10 out of 10
Wookiee
recommend.
lover. Good point.
She's laughing at me. She doesn't understand the YouTube.
You know what? I think that's a very good point, Nancy. As much as I like seeing Amber getting along with her mom, she's somebody who has a real issue with being on her own, and she struggles with that. And she needs to kind of expose herself to being on her own and learning that she can cope on her own. And I hope that this is not delaying that. Yeah, the haircut. I agree with that. I agree with that in the haircut. I may think the top looks okay on her, but I think she needs the haircut. I'll agree with that.
She doesn't get it. Why was that funny, Mom? Here we have twink twink. Yeah. You can't have none of that. Hey guys, it's
Agreed,
the next
cheeseburger.
day.
Agreed.
So today, me and my mom, we're gonna go pick up my grandma because my grandma wants to go shopping, and then we're gonna go out to lunch. So that is the plan. And also my grandma's gonna come over and see my apartment. So that's also exciting. Oh, and I didn't
See, now I personally, I don't know. Maybe I'm not the best with fashion on women, but I think this kind of top works okay for her because I feel like it kind of gives her the illusion of having a little more cleavage than she does. And I think that's something that helps her look a little more proportional. So I think these kind of tops work for her.
didn't show you guys yesterday when we went to TJ Maxx. We hold this like this, Mom. I have this mattress right here.
It's a lot better than you know something.
This mattress.
We joke around, but I mean, the important thing is being clean. Whatever you got to do, that's what you got to do, right? That's what's important. Doing what's necessary to keep yourself in good hygiene, whatever it is. And you know, if I make jokes, it's about people who are not doing it, not people taking the necessary steps. If you're taking the steps you need to take, then you're doing the right thing. Yeah, exactly. Cheeseburger camps. I agree. I think that's awesome. Cheeseburger. Again, let me just say again, 284 pounds of weight loss. I don't know how you did it or how long it's taken, but however long it's taken, however you've done it, I'm just very happy for you. And you probably feel like a brand new person. So I think that's just awesome to hear. Hold on a second, folks. I got some technical difficulties. I'm going to let the video run. I'll be right back.
Ignore it. It'll be gone soon. But I needed a little trash can for my bathroom, so I got that from TJ Maxx. And then this is a toilet brush and plunger caddy. I also needed one of them because I didn't have either of these things. Got them. Thanks all. My grandma is still inside. She's checking out now, but I didn't have like a normal comforter, so I got this plaid white and gray comforter, king size, and it's so thick and soft. Okay, so today has been super busy. We dropped off my grandma, but I got to go into her house, which is actually where I used to live a long time ago, and she just like showed me around. Because I love how she decorates her house. It's awesome. But yeah, she showed me photos of when she was like a lot younger and just a lot of family bonding time. And before that, we like went to some stores. We had lunch. We had lunch
All right,
hours and
hopefully
hours
I'm back.
ago.
You folks can hear me again?
And remember the meal I said my mom was gonna make for us yesterday? Well, we forgot the main ingredient, which is chicken. We forgot it, and so my mom's like, let's just make it tomorrow. So she's gonna make the recipe.
All right. Hopefully I didn't miss too much of that video. I am back, folks. Sorry about that. I had a little bit of technical difficulties here. Some background noise I had to deal with. But yeah, this is... Amber does have a real issue with consuming stuff. It's but whether buying crap or whether eating crap or whatever it is, that's definitely a problem. Oh, Camps, I understand that. And that's I hope Amber doesn't do that. You know, she's had so many issues with food. You know, drinking alcohol can lead to a lot of problems.
When we get back to my place, it's like this teriyaki chicken situation with like there's broccoli and asparagus and stuff like that. So I'm super excited to try it. She said it's one of her favorite recipes. So, and it was so cute. The waiter at the restaurant we went to, he ended up just like talking to us, and turns out like he's gay and his family wasn't accepting, and we like bonded over just like being gay. And it was like this whole moment, and like my mom and my grandma were like obsessed with him, and I don't know, he was just like an amazing waiter. Like we had such a good experience. Like he told us like his whole life story, and I don't know, it was just super cute. Like I love that I have such supportive family when it comes to like me being gay and stuff. I don't know, I just can't imagine like it being any other way. So the waiter really...
I mean, I guess it's good she has such a good relationship with her parents, but I just know that Amber talked in the past about how it was so poor, and it's fantastic that that's turned around, that it's such a positive relationship now. But I just... if it's not helping her become more independent, though, is it really for the positive? Yeah, and also another thing, when the waiter starts, when they start sharing their whole life with the waiter and everything, I don't know. Like that's, I don't know. Like I just
took a liking to my mom and to my grandma and to me, obviously, because we're both gay. But I don't know, it was just super cute. He kept coming back and like telling us more of his story, and I don't know, it was just so fun. So this is the recipe book that my mom will be using, that she likes to use, and she has some spots saved here. But the recipe she will be doing is on page 246. Ooh,
okay. I think that's very possible too, Elizu. That story is just almost too, you know, it's such a perfect little story. Oh, I had this perfect interaction with the waiter. My family was so supportive of him, and I don't know. It sounds a little too quaint, you know. So yeah, it's a little bit too, lines up just a little bit too well, right? Oh, Hannibal, welcome in. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that. And everybody, be sure to go and check out Hannibal's channel as well. He does a lot of really cool shows. He does a lot of great streams on a lot of similar subjects. So if you enjoy these internet-eccentric personalities, somebody post up a link to Hannibal's channel, please. And where is her brother? That's a good question. Where is her brother? Parents may feel guilty over how they acted in the past. That does happen sometimes. And if her parents, especially if everything she says about how in the past they weren't good and now they seem to really get along well, it could be like one of those kind of things where they feel guilty and they don't want to upset her, and they just kind of give in to Amber's unhealthy behaviors. She has an obsession with books and journals. I like books, to be fair, but I like to read a lot, but I'm not into journals. You know what, Dee Dee? I can respect that. I totally respect that. Like, it's, you know, if you meet the right person, you know, then whatever. But focusing on your priorities, on your child and yourself, and doing what's healthiest, you know, I totally respect that. Yeah, it felt like she was putting it on a little bit too much. Just felt a little bit too convenient the way she was. And also, it sounds almost like she's trying to lay it on how much she loves her parents now that she's staying with them. Like, I mean, it's almost too good to be true. Like I'm staying with my mom, and oh my God, everything is so perfect, and my mom is so great and so supportive, and the waiter I was talking, and oh, he just wishes that he had parents who were as great as mine. She is really laying it on. And yes, Dee Dee, you cannot love another person if you hate yourself. That is so, it's something that I think a lot of people say, but you got to internalize that.
So let me find that for y'all. $2.46. So it's this.
Okay.
The teriyaki chicken sheet pan supper.
Okay. Now, I'm not,
So that's
I
how-
like the idea of making recipes and stuff, but Amber is not the best cook. And this seems like a little bit, I'm not going to say a tough recipe, but not a super easy one, because this is using boneless, chicken thighs. Okay, chicken thighs are, you know what, then I take it back. This recipe does look kind of easy. I think she'll be able to do it.
It's gonna look when it's done. All right, so my mom has started. She is cutting off the asparagus that we
Okay, well, that's her mom's arm. So her mom probably does have some issues with weight.
don't use, I guess, apparently. And she has this
Oh, welcome in, Blondie.
baking sheet ready to go. All the veggies we need.
You got a tree for one, right?
So, all right, you guys, so all the veggies are cut. And then next she's gonna add chicken and teriyaki sauce, right?
Yeah, first I have to put the teriyaki sauce on the vegetables.
Okay. So, wow, this looks healthy. All right, now she's putting on the
That would line up with the problems that she had growing up with the if the brother is also suffering problems now. And I don't wish that on anybody.
sauce. All right, so it is finished and out of the oven. She's now adding some sesame seeds
That's
on
sad.
top here. And then she adds a little bit of cilantro on top. And then that is the finished product. And
I thought Amber was going to be cooking some of this meal, but this meal like totally came together without her doing any of it. Her mom looks like she got a tattoo removed, so that's okay, interesting. But yeah, this looks decent. This food, and it's got a decent amount of vegetables. I don't see a lot of oil. It actually looks kind of healthy.
we also have some cauliflower rice for the side. All right, so here is my plate. Here's my mom's plate, and now I'm gonna do a little taste test. All right, so
All right, well that portion does not
I'm
look
gonna
bad.
try the broccoli and onion.
Reasonable portion.
That's good, Mom. I'm worried about the asparagus because the only time I like asparagus is when it's raw, dipped in cottage cheese and mustard, if you guys remember. So here we go with the asparagus.
Okay, she only likes asparagus and cottage cheese. And I guess I'm going to say Amber's probably not tried asparagus a lot of other ways, because I don't think how cottage cheese and mustard are not exactly the most appetizing condiments, in my opinion.
I made her cook the chicken for longer than she normally would have because I'm so weird about it.
Probably.
You guys know me. All right, here's the chicken. I'm so good, Mom.
Hey, as long as you know what you need, right?
Thank you for dinner. You're welcome. Okay, so my mom left a little bit ago. We enjoyed dinner together. And now I'm just opening up my new blankets.
Agreed.
I'm gonna put it in the
100%.
wash, and then
And actually, I'll say
Ooh.
this: that meal, I don't know what Amber's eating off camera, but I like the family meals. I like that the meals seem to be healthy and in general. I didn't see anything there that raised any alarms as far as the ingredients or the portion. So I think that's a step in the right direction. If Amber continues to eat healthy family meals, she should do better with her weight, and that'd be great for her. So we'll find out eventually, though, right?
it comes with pillowcases. Hell yeah. So I'm gonna put it in the wash, give it a little wash, and then put it in the dryer, obviously. Oh, there's another pillowcase. Can't say that I'm surprised because this was expensive. But it's pretty much exactly what I've been looking for. I think it's cute. And the fact
It does look nice. I agree.
that it's king size is a big win for me because my bed's a king, but I like to have a big blanket. All right, I'm gonna go put this in the wash.
All right, that's basically it for Amber. Okay, so you know what?
Good morning, good morning. Welcome to a new vlog.
This is actually the one she just did recently. Before she did the one with her mom, that was like so positive. So, like it's kind of backward almost. Okay, so we're gonna start winding it down in just a second, but let me catch up on the chat really quickly. Crabapple says she did not know you could eat asparagus raw. I never really thought about it, but I never thought you couldn't. I just never tried it. Nancy, I gotta agree with you there. I live in the South. I love my Southern people. I love my Southern food, but I'm not into okra. Yeah, I'm not big on that mustard cottage cheese plate either. I do not like cottage cheese. Like Nutty likes green beans, bean sprouts, red leaf lettuce, and romaine lettuce. Well, those are healthy vegetables as long as you like some. My favorite vegetables, I think I've said this. I like carrots. I like mushrooms. I like I like uh, I like broccoli a little bit as long as it's fresh. Not really too big on vegetables in general though. Yeah, mostly like carrots, mushrooms, some broccoli. Oh, spinach. I like spinach. That's about it though. Asparagus, I guess too, is okay. Well, I like turnips okay. Those are all right. I don't really eat those enough though. I think parsnips are pretty good too. I probably should eat those more also. Those are pretty healthy. But when I've had them, they've usually had a lot of extra butter in them. Yeah, skinny. That's something that I see that positive possibilities, but I also see negative possibilities. Like you're seeing here. I think that if the structure is positive, then that's great. But if the structure enables Amber to do less thinking for herself, less planning for herself, then no, I don't think that's good. I don't think that is. I don't like the texture of it, crab apples. That's what I really dislike. I didn't mind the taste so much, especially because it was fried, so it had some spices on it. But I did not like the texture. It's kind of mushy. I like some raw vegetables. I don't like the vegetables cooked a lot. I like them very crispy. Yeah, I'm not the best with veggies either, though. I can admit that. But a lot of crap shizzling. Mushrooms are not veggies. You're right, they're not. but I still put them in the same category. I eat them all together. It's close enough. It's a fungus. That's true. But hey, well, you probably shit a ton too. All right, Skinny Queen's lasagna and greens looks good. Very cool, very cool. The fun ones, I've not really tried those. I do eat I like the cremini mushrooms. I like just the regular food mushrooms. I'm a little boring like that. Maybe someday I'll try that stuff. I don't know. Maybe I'll go like a shaman. Fresh ginger and garlic in the stir fry. Yeah, that's good stuff. Some cabbage and bean sprouts. Yeah, I like some bean sprouts. What do I like? I like carrots. I already said that. Yeah, you know, and that's a cool thing, crab apples. I don't have an issue with that. I think that if Amber, hopefully this could lead to a positive, but you know, we can't really say for sure. Can't really say for sure. Skinny likes fried okra. Okay, well, hey, well, so at least somebody here does, right? Likes carrots, sweet potato, tomatoes, avocados, and onions. None of those are technically vegetables. All right. Well, if you want to be all scientific about it, I guess we could start looking it up and start classifying. You know, what's a vegetable and what's a bulb and what's a root. Yeah, all that kind of stuff. What's a legume? You know what, folks? It's actually a little bit early, but I think we're going to wind it down. We've had a great show. It's been a packed show. Oh, a couple things I want to say, though. Anybody interested in Cyrax? I'm not going to run a video, but his court case got dismissed, and he is just like on cloud nine. He is convinced that he's winning the war against the trolls, and he's going in. So, yeah, definitely, Rax is on one, and yeah, that's something worth reporting. And Fatty is doing his thing. That crazy Robert guy is still there. Robert has a lot of issues, so I don't feel bad saying that. Everybody grab a plate. Cauliflower smells farty. I think cabbage smells nasty. Yeah, and they are fungi. I'm a fun guy, but I'm not a shroom. Mushrooms, pink oysters, lion's mane are my favorites. Those do sound good, Sunshine. Woodier mushrooms, those are probably good too. Got a lot of fiber. Fiber's good stuff. Yeah, when is Chef Chantel going to tickle the taste buds? Considering she probably recorded that video a few days ago and just released it now. A legume is a bean. Or I guess it's probably more than just beans, but a bean is a legume. It's type of legume. Is a pea a legume? That's a good question. Potato is a kind of veggie. right? This is gonna start a war, I think. I think we should get off this vegetable topic. I think it's a little bit controversial. All right, everybody. I can't wait to see. Oh, what did I suggest that I was going to make some suggested meals for Foodie? What meals is she going to make? Okay, here's what I think she's going to make. I think she's going to make ramen soup. Then she's going to load it up with the cheddar cheese. She's going to load it up with that congealed, clotted heavy cream. I think she's going to eat all of the corn chips. I think she's going to take the Swiss cheese and the chicken mortadella and just eat that stuff with her finger. I basically think she's going to eat everything just straight out of the bag without actually preparing any meals. I think the only meal she might prepare, like I said, is the ramen with the heavy cream, the cream cheese, and the labna maybe, and also stuffed peppers with lots of rice and chicken mortadella. And Salah's going to get his chicken nuggets, and that's what I think they're going to do. It's all right, Nutty. You're among your own kind here. Frozen okra once. Did you? I hope you defrosted it first. Oh, Crystal. Oh, is that Crystal, the one who used to be okay with Dana and then like ripped off Dana? Because if that's the Crystal you're talking about, I do not like her. I know you're talking about that Crystal. Yeah, I used to watch Marty on occasion, but I don't know. I'm not familiar with Leslie, but if that's the Crystal I'm thinking of, the one who's a streamer who ripped off Dana, not cool. Not cool. Dana's got some issues, but she's got a good heart, in my opinion. And so if that's the one, yeah, that's not cool. Cyrax, scabby as ever, but he's emboldened. He's very emboldened. Doggy needs to go out. Good night, Nutty. I'll probably be back by the time you get back, but definitely take care of the doggy. Rather listen to Marty than Rax. I can't blame you. And by the way, I'm not saying anybody should go listen to Rax. I'm just letting you know that he's on one. Scratching his head hardcore. The Crystal subject says, hey, welcome in, Goose Chuck. Oh, we're just about to wind it down, but thank you for coming in. Hopefully you've had a good night. Kimbalena loves veggies. I wish I loved veggies more. I like veggies, but I'm not the biggest fan. But I do like them sometimes. Oh, she's going to eat the bread. Yes, with a side order of bread. Yeah, she's going to have the pita with the chicken mortadella on it. All that bread. That's right. That's right. She's going to take the bread and she's going to put the, what is it? The butter and the cream cheese. She's going to put a slice of each on there with a slice of Swiss cheese and some halloumi cheese. Just cheese on cheese on cheese on cheese on bread. I have to catch up because I haven't seen what Crystal's been up to in a while. I just know that Crystal. Oh, she has a man? Maybe it is then. I don't know. I'm going to look into that. Do not think it's the same one? Okay, well, I'm going to look into it. All right, everybody. You've been a fantastic audience. Thank you, everybody who's come in. I hope that you've enjoyed the show. Leave a like. And thank you again to, one last time, to Icy for the very generous donation of $20. Thank you for the support. Appreciate it very much. And I hope you're having a good time. Everybody, hope if you're enjoying the replay, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. And check out Hannibal and check out Skinny Queen Reacts, two other great channels. And check out Kidney J also. I don't know if there's anybody else in here. If I recommend, I'll send you over there too. All right. Well, let me put up the video to see you off. And I will say goodnight. Oh, thank you for posting the links, Crab Apples. Yes, thank you for posting that. Yes, and yes, please, everyone, if you enjoyed the show, give it a thumbs up. Oh, you're very welcome, What the Fox. Bye, everyone. Good night, good night, good night. All right, everybody. I hope you had fun. Oh, and Skinny is doing true crime tomorrow. That's right. Let me tease it. I said I was going to tease it. Skinny is covering an update on the Joran Vanders, or I really should say Natalie Holloway situation. That creep, alleged creep. Well, I don't want to say anything. I'm gonna let Skinny cover the story. But yeah, she's covering it. Find out about what's going on with that. All right, everybody. Good night, good night, good night. I hope to see you all around.